We're live.
We are live.
We're live.
I got live in the upper right-hand corner.
I see you live as well.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us, especially the board for being flexible here and rescheduling the meeting. And welcome to anyone who joins us as this meeting is streaming live. David, if you're able to let us know when someone joins the meeting that way, please do so. Jeffrey, you broadcast or you sent out minutes from the last quarterly board meeting, January 27th. Have you all had a chance to look that over?
Yes.
Yep.
Any additions?
No, I'd move to approve them.
Second.
Third.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? They stand approved. Jeff, thanks again for sending those out. I wonder if we maybe could back up just a minute and start on our screen on the left and introduce yourselves.
Is that order actually uniform across all of the people's sessions?
It's not, Porky, so if you could just call out people by name, that would be perfect.
Marie, why don't you raise your hand and say hello?
Hi, Marie DeJesus, TJ Faculty Liaison to the Alumni Association here in St. Louis.
Thank you. Jeffrey?
Jeffrey Smith, class of '99, secretary.
Thank you. Jimmy?
Jimmy Halloran, treasurer, class of 2003. Sorry you can't see my face, but that's probably better for everyone.
Not true, not true. Noy Blair?
Noy Blair, class of 90. Chair of Events and Development.
Thank you, and you're the chair of the Standing Committee for Alumni Development and Events, right?
None.
David?
I'm David Derman, class of 2004, chair of the Website and Technology Committee.
Thank you, David. Thomas?
I'm Thomas Van Horn, class of 2014 and chair of the recent graduate committee.
Thank you, Thomas. And you're recently graduated from TJ, and where are you now?
I am sitting in my dorm room at Washington University.
All right. Tom?
Tom Ellis, class of 83, currently chair of Governance and Bylaws.
Thank you. And pardon me for not introducing myself, Beverly Pitts, class of 61, and this year's president. Jeffrey, do you know, or do we have a current count of the number of registered Thomas alumni?
We do, but I don't have it offhand. David, do you have that doc pulled up by any chance?
I do. Give me just one moment and I'll get a count to you. There are 200 exactly.
Well, good. Thank you. I would comment that the Alumni Association is a not-for-profit corporation with the state of Missouri, and we do stand in good stead. We will renew that again or update our membership or our status in August of this year. Board actions since last annual meeting would be the next item on the agenda. What actions have we done since last year's annual meeting? Noy, what about the establishment of some regional chapters?
I haven't had no news since last time.
But for the
Well,
whole
since
just the quarter, I think.
you mean this recent quarter, but the whole year has seen the recruitment of several, has it not?
Yes. For the regional chapters,
Well,
we
we have
Val Marcotte for the San Francisco area.
right. We had a reunion in Washington, did we not?
Yeah, I believe that was April 9th.
And did they recruit Paul Noblet, class of '90, for that?
I don't know.
No.
Not confirmed at this time.
Oh, he had just had a baby, so he's been busy with his newborn at the moment, second child. So.
Jeffrey, your sisters down there in Atlanta agreed to take charge of that chapter, no?
I believe so. Yeah, I haven't talked to her about it recently, but I believe that's the story is.
Richard Levy here in Chicago, or there in Chicago? I'll try and help in the
Reunion.
Denver area. Pardon?
Isn't there supposed to be a reunion in Chicago sometime in June or the summertime?
Yes, there will be a reunion in June in Chicago. I want to say it's like around the June 20th or something, somewhere around there in the 20s. I will be up there joining the school.
That'll make it successful. Tom, do you have that date by any chance?
The date? Yeah, I'm pulling it up right here.
I'm seeing Saturday, June 18th.
I was close.
That is correct. Yep.
So anybody in the Chicago area, come on, let's get together.
Oh, I'm going to round some people up here.
I'll be there.
All right. There's
It's
one.
definitely going to be a party.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you, and Noah, thank you for your efforts in this regard, and I hope that that continues. I think it would be a big plus for the Alumni Association if we did have regional chapters. Any other things you would like to report on, Noah, from the standpoint of your committee?
No, I have nothing to report on at the moment.
David, can we ask you website and technology, how you stand, maybe how the relationship with the schools website's going?
Sure. I would say that things have stabilized. In the past year, we spent, I believe, no money on technology. Jimmy can confirm that. And despite that, we still have a working website, a working listserv, a working sign-up form and process for new members. Basically, everything is stable and working as intended. In terms of integration with the school site, since you asked about that, I haven't heard from the school on that subject in a few months, but I should follow up with them. Porky, you're muted.
Thank you for noticing. Patrick Phelan wasn't able to join us this evening, the editor and content standing committee. I know he's done some work getting some things posted on our Facebook account, Facebook page. Anything else we can think of there?
Question. I don't know if it goes under, I guess, the technology. Thomas Jefferson School is going through the ISACs review, the cycle, and right now we're doing the constituent survey. Is there any way we can get something posted on our listserv or everything where alumni should be receiving a link or an email from the school saying, please complete this survey, and it doesn't come back to us. It actually goes to the Independent School of Association of the Central States, and they tally it all. It's all anonymous and everything. What are you drinking there? But we need to get, yeah, we need to get the word out to get those surveys completed. I see that, Thomas.
Just in a beaker.
In a beaker. Only way to drink it.
So yes, absolutely, we can do that.
Okay.
All you have, you don't even need my involvement. You can just send an email to tjs-alumni@googlegroups.com. In fact, any alum who's a member of the association can do that. That's tjs-alumni@googlegroups.com. It would be great to see more conversation on there than we currently have.
Okay.
It would be a great place for announcements like this as well.
Okay.
Question for the minute. When is the survey being sent out, and when are the responses due?
I'm not sure when it's due. I will find that out. I want to say, because right now the student body and the faculty and staff are doing it, I want to say it's gone live also to the other constituent groups, but I can get that confirmed. It might be going out like this week or next week.
I already got mine.
Okay, so it is out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one. I got mine on April 14th.
Yep, me too.
Jeffrey?
I'll confirm that I got mine and have responded.
Okay.
So,
You
but
put to my,
encouraging
like,
other
promotional-
alumni would be good.
Yeah. It went into like spam folder now, so you had to like be looking for it.
Okay. I will get something out. David, I'll get that email or that place where to post it again from you in just a little bit later, okay?
Sure thing.
Okay, thanks.
And Marie, I'll put a reminder on the Facebook page as well.
That would be great.
Okay.
Allison Wolfsey has been very busy recently. Did she get married? Or she's about to, isn't she?
She's about
Maybe,
to. I don't think she got married yet.
Weddings July, I think. But she's been busy, I think, on a new job. She's in charge of our fundraising standing committee. There's been a lot going on there with Kathleen sending out, I know, a plea here for
Annual giving?
well, both the annual giving and a challenge for if this is a reunion year for you, like it's my 55th reunion year. So I was being in the Alumni Association, I had to do that, participate with that. But anybody who's having a 50th, 40th, 30th, etc. reunion are encouraged to participate in that. They're hoping to get, I think, 25 people to participate in that. I think I was the third. So I hope any of you who are on the board or any of you who are watching this meeting stream would consider that too if you're having a reunion year. Tom, governance and bylaws.
Governance and bylaws has not had a meeting as of recent, but there have been some, over the course of discussion, some topics that have come up that need to be addressed going forward. One is the quorum required for our meetings, and whether that should be lowered from 80% to a simple majority or something in between there. Other relates to scheduling of the annual meeting and whether there should be a different schedule for the annual meeting timing. And then in general, we have now been an association for a few years. It would be prudent to have just a overall review of our bylaws, see what's working, not working, what needs to be changed. So going forward over the next year, we'll have to address all of those issues. There's been some talk. I don't know how formalized we'll get in the near future in the governance committee, but as far as how close of a relationship the association has with the school and whether the association continues as a standalone or if it becomes part of school. So if that moves any further, I'll certainly let people know.
Tom, thank you. And whoops. I'm getting an echo here. The one thing that the annual meeting calls for is for the standing committees to make kind of an annual report and send it in, probably submit it to Jeffrey for keeping with the minutes. So those of you who can, please draft an annual report for your committee, brief paragraph, and send it in. Tom, that's something that should do every year, right?
That's correct. And since our year ends June 30, people have a little bit of time on their assignment, but we need to get a written report from each committee by June 30.
Thanks. Jimmy, can we get a treasurer's report?
Yeah, I sent out, just before the meeting started, I sent out the numbers for the third quarter of our fiscal year, so you should have those. We currently have not a ton of activity this quarter. Right now we have $586.83 in the bank. Over the course of the year, we've thrown a couple events, almost all of which has been funded by this committee's members, and we're in strong financial standing. We have no need for a large amount to be deposited, so we have just enough for now, the committee's been relying on the donations of its members to throw events. So we're in strong financial standing, and yeah, that's all I have to report.
Well, Jimmy, thanks, and thanks for sending those out. Anybody watching this meeting that's not on the board can email me if you wish, and we'll get a copy of those financials to you, or Jimmy can send them to you also. I'm not sure that there's any unfinished business other than continuing to work perhaps on those regional chapters. Can any of you think of any other business of the board that's unfinished? Tom, you were working to try and find some of the missing alumni.
Yeah, I had a pretty good run.
Any of you see Tom's email to Kathleen? Did you copy all the board members?
I don't believe I did, but I'll get something out here shortly. I've worked with Kathleen a little bit, and we've filled in some of the blanks, and I could circulate the list among the board members and see, especially for their particular classes, if they know of the whereabouts of certain people.
All right. All of us hopefully could help with that. Do you want to take up the election results and announce those?
Sure. Well, the election went off without a hitch. We used the election buddy service again this year. and sent out 200 ballots. 2 came back undeliverable, so a total of 198 that were sent and confirmed as delivered. And in the particular races, we had, well, I should say the voter turnout, 54 out of 198, so 27.3% voter turnout on an uncontested election. For the office of president, for myself, there were 47 votes for me, 1 for Dave Messina, 1 for Bernie Sanders, and 5 abstained. For secretary, Jeffrey Smith, 47. Dave Messina, 1. Bernie Sanders, 1. 5 abstains. For treasurer, Jimmy Halloran, 47 votes. Dave Messina, 1 vote. Bernie Sanders, 1 vote. And 5 abstains. And for website and technology, David German, 45 votes. 1 vote for Dave Messina, 1 for Bernie Sanders, and 1 for Greg Ponstingle, and 6 abstains. And then, of course, our position for the TJ liaison, we were very fortunate to have Marie De Jesus reappointed for another 2-year term. So thank you, Marie.
I just wanted to say, Greg, if you're listening, the job is all yours if you want it. Bernie can't have that.
We have Bernie.
Yeah, we should call Bernie up and see if he wants that job.
He might not have the one he really wants.
He'll start a TJAA revolution.
Well, Tom, thank you for conducting that again this year. We've got a homeowners association out here, and we're going to try election buddy this year for that. The next meeting date would be July 20th, if we have it on the normal time, which I hope will send out reminders and I get it on everybody's calendar this time. Any other business to bring before the board?
I just wanted to update the board that, did we say there were 200 members of the Alumni Association here?
Regular
Current.
members.
Regular current. I'll be adding 16 more at the end of May.
Woohoo!
The graduating class. It's already been arranged. I'll be joining them at their graduation lunch. And I'll have computer and get them going.
Great.
Well, good.
Feel free to send me an email before you do that if you need a pointer to the
Yep.
registration form.
I will most likely need that again.
Okay.
You'd think I would bookmark it by now, but guess not. Promise.
And copy Thomas on that too, to the names of those 16 and maybe where they're heading.
Yep.
Oh, will do. I'll send you guys a summary as soon as I get it all. The kids are still deciding right now where they're wanting to attend. So.
They were just at Wash U. I had
Yep.
a nice lunch and afternoon with them, so that was fun.
Oh,
That was
that's
the
good. So was that the juniors?
Yeah, that was the juniors on their
Yep.
college trip.
Mm-hmm. Where I have a couple students missing right now because they're on their college trips, and I'm like, okay, AP start next week. So.
Well, I think you know, if any of the people that have agreed to head up one of the chapters, one of the regional chapters, if they could be made aware of the student names of anyone attending college in that region, it'd be nice for them to maybe email them, welcome them to that region, and help them in any way they can.
Okay. I'll put it down.
Tom, any other things you can think of?
The only other thing I wanted to do was just say thank you to you, Porky, for all the work you've done. You know, it's been it's not been the easiest thing trying to get this off the ground, and you've been at the head since the start. And really appreciate your moving things along in such a nice manner.
Well, thank
Second
you.
that.
I will try and get hold of you, Tom, because I've got some records that probably should be passed along to you.
Okay.
And ask you about that and see if I can best get those to you.
Well, you just make sure you come up to the Chicago reunion, and we'll get it all done over a couple
And the
of
move. All right. We'll do it. Well,
All right.
7:31, stand adjourned.
All right.
Take care, everyone.
Sounds good.
David, thank you for your help again.
Thank you for everything, Porky.
Thanks, Porky.
Thank you for your service.
Well, we'll stay current, and wherever in your area, we'll call on you.
Sounds
Thanks.
You
great.
too.
Bye.
Neil?
All right, we're going off the air now.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.